Hello Ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to another Ark Survival Evolved Extinction Reveal gameplay video coverage thingamajiggy. If you've been watching my channel, you know I've been staying up pretty much all night with 24-hour charity stream that Wildcard are doing for Extra Life. It's a charity to raise funds for kids that are sick kids. They've been raising a bunch of money. Look how much money they're up to, 67,000. When they hit 65, they said they were going to do some more reveals, and we are getting our first proper look at the cryopods. I'm going to be talking about the cryopods as you see the gameplay as well. Big please go and like this video, guys. Help me out. Go and check out all the other reveals of the Frost Titan and how orbital drops work. I'm going to give you any more that come up. Definitely keeping on the ball with this stuff. Can't wait to try the cryopods out. So in a nutshell, the cryopods are going to allow you to store your dinos indefinitely as long as you've got a cryo fridge. There's two real main components with this, the cryo fridge and the cryopods. When you get your cryopods, you basically aim it at one of your dinosaurs that you're taming or you've tamed, and you can then put it inside. So it's literally Pokemon. You'll put them inside your little holder, and then they'll have a longer life. You'll be able to take them, carry them around with you. They become an item. Now you'll get these cryopods, the cryo fridge and the cryo station. You'll actually be able to get some of these from the orbital drops. They won't just be something you unlock through Ascension or getting tech gear. And why is that? Well, because the devs really want to alleviate the problems with servers. If you've played official servers, or if you just played Ark on private even, you'll know that one of the biggest causes of lag and problems is the amount of dinosaurs and people's big bases. You have to build huge massive barns to keep all your dinosaurs safe, and that creates so much memory problems. That's why Ark runs like absolute crap. If this helps that is going to be fantastic. No longer will people have 100 dinosaurs littered around their base. They can put them in the cryo chamber and it's going to increase server performance. That's exactly what the devs have said. They want us to use this as much as possible. So when you've got your cryopod, you aim it at a dinosaur and it is going to be stored away. You can do this with dinosaurs that you're breeding or raising. So if you're trying to tame something or you're trying to breed something, and maybe it's like a 4-hour imprint timer and you've got to go out for the day and you can't be there for that next imprint timer, you can actually use the cryopod on it and it will keep it frozen in that point. So whenever you're ready, you come back off holiday, you want to do your giga will be able to be fully imprinted. No more waiting up and staying up for 24 hours, ridiculous times just to imprint a dinosaur, or taking it in turns with a friend or a tribe mate. You'll be able to put it on ice, come back to it when you've got more time. This is fantastic news. It really will help server performance and make the game run a lot better if everyone starts using it. Now, it is only a DLC thing at the moment. They haven't said whether or not there's going to be some way that other maps are going to get hold of this. So if you don't own the DLC, I do worry about older maps, older servers, how they'll be able to cope if people don't have these. You know, right now, the only way I know is you get this by owning the Extinction DLC because you're playing on Extinction map. At this point, I think lots of people own a DLC. The Season Pass has been on sale bunches of times. You know, it's pretty hyped up. If you're still playing the game after 3 years of release or being in development, then you know that you're really into it. You've probably bought the Season Pass. So it might not be that much of a big deal, but let me know if you don't own the DLC. Does this idea make you happy that you might even purchase it just so you could freeze your dinosaurs? Now the cryopods can be transferred across servers and your frozen dinosaurs can be transferred as well. So if you want to take them over to another server, you can do, but you will lose any items they've got inside them. Whenever you cryopod a dinosaur, it's going to lose whatever it's got in its inventory. The only thing it does keep is its saddle, so don't worry, your saddle will be safe. The decay timers for cryopods are there, so if you're running around just on the map with loads of these in your inventory, then they will start decaying and eventually they will disappear and that's it, they're gone. You've no way to claim them back or anything. However, if you put the cryopods in a regular fridge, you get a good amount of time. I do believe I think they said they're weak. And then if you put them in a cryo fridge, so the upgraded fridge, they'll be in there indefinitely. As long as it's powered by a tech generator, you'll be able to keep your dinosaurs forever. They won't ever decay as long as they're in a cryo chamber fridge. There are a few, well, not negatives, but things you've got to think about. You can't cryo wild dinosaurs. They played around with this idea, but I don't think they've implemented it. You won't be able to cryo wild dinosaurs, only dinosaurs you've tamed. You can cryo lots of creatures, pretty much every creature in the game other than Titans, so you can cryo water dinosaurs, but you have to be standing quite still when you do it. Now when you deploy them, there are some limits to how you deploy your dinosaurs. The idea is that you don't want to be able to cryo 50 T-Rexes, take them up to someone's base in PvP and just unleash all 50. That would be too OP and it would just create loads of drama. So what they've got is something called the Cryo Sickness. When you cryo a dinosaur, you can then release that dinosaur, jump on it, ride away, do what you want to do. However, if you try cryoing that dinosaur very quickly, within 300 seconds, when you go to deploy it next time, it'll actually be sleepy. That's what you saw at the start of this video. It was the T-Rex sleeping. That is because that's what they've got to stop people abusing it and spamming it. So you can go ahead and cryo as many dinosaurs as you want. You can have like 100, 200 in your inventory or in your cryopods if you've got the space for them. But you won't be able to immediately put 200 dinosaurs out into the wild. You'll only be able to put out a few, otherwise they'll all be sleepy. If you carried on producing more cryo dinosaurs out into the wild, the length of time that they would be asleep would be even more. So say you've got the Ovis that we're looking at here, he puts that one out, that's going to be fine. The next one, if he does it too quickly, it's going to be like 300 seconds. The next one after that is going to double up in time. Next one after that's going to go up even more in time. So there is a limit. With a bit of careful planning, you might be able to organise an attack on a PvP server by placing all your dinosaurs in a certain area and then just waiting for them all to wake up, or taking your time and deploying them only when they're ready. But it will be risky. That's because dinosaurs take nearly twice as much damage while they're sleeping from Cryo Sickness. Only with the Cryo Sickness. It doesn't happen always. Like I said, it's only if you try producing too many cryo dinosaurs at one time, they will get the Cryo Sickness. So if it's only one dinosaur, you're going to be okay. But if you start producing 5 or 6 dinosaurs in a row, then they will fall asleep and they will be longer and they will take more damage. Another limit is the way that you can put them in caves. Obviously, there are lots of caves in ARK you can't go into with dinosaurs. They made it so that it's only for players. You won't be able to spawn the same dinosaurs that you would normally try and cheat with in them caves. So if you're looking to get like something like a bigger dinosaur in a smaller cave where you could only take a direwolf, that's still correct. You won't be able to spawn in one of the other dinosaurs in that space. It kind of maps out where you're going to put it. So the game will measure where you try and put the cryo dinosaur, and it will show you if it's in limits or off limits, etc. Now in PvP, one thing to note as well is that cryopods are stealable. If you come across a player, you kill him, you look inside his bag, jackpot, he's got 20 dinosaurs in his cryopods. You can steal them. Now they didn't say what happens when you try releasing them. I don't think there's a guarantee that they're going to necessarily be yours and you've tamed them. I think from the way they were talking, it will be the case. There'll still be the other players' dinosaurs. But we'll have to see how that plays out. They didn't reveal it. They didn't seem to want to talk about what happens when you steal someone else's cryo dinosaurs. But I imagine there's got to be something to do with it. You'll also get an XP buff. They really want us to use this. So there'll be a small, tiny XP boost when you've got cryo chambers enabled or you're using cryopods, I do believe. Now remember, this is all from live stream, from the pre-release of the game. Some of this info may slightly change, or if I've got anything wrong, apologies, but this is what I gathered from watching it and trying to relay it to you really quickly. You can use your cryopods in other people's fridges, tribesmates' fridges. You can't cryo another creature if there's a player riding on it. Honestly, this is such a small thing for some people, but it's going to mean massive amounts for others. No longer taking big, huge caravans of dinosaurs up to an obelisk to take on a boss. If you've got one of these, with a bit of planning, you can just put them all in your cryopod, take it up there, take your time releasing them, and you'll be ready for your boss fight. I'm really happy they've finally started addressing some of the biggest problems and obstacles in ARK, is the way that the game uses way too much memory because there's just thousands of dinosaurs running on the server. In the past they've tried things like freezing the dinosaurs or putting them in stasis, so when you don't come into an area, actually if no one else is in that area, the dinosaurs kind of all just stand still. That's why sometimes you still see a titan falling through the sky because it's literally not spawning but coming out of stasis. So this is going to help that a lot. With not as many people's own tames, or they've been all put into the inventory, they become an actual item. When you release them, they're back as a dinosaur, so it's going to stop, but it's going to help with the dino count tame limits and stuff like that. So that would be another point as well. It should hopefully stop caps on official servers. Again, some of that stuff's got to be confirmed how that's going to work. How will it work if there's still a server cap and maybe you go and release 100 of your dinosaurs? Will you be able to, or will it still be a cap? I'll try and answer them questions once the full release is here. But for now, that is pretty much everything there is to know about cryopods. Fantastic stuff. I'm going to keep you up to date with even more. Don't forget, Tuesday it comes out on PC, 13th on Xbox PS4. I've got loads of guides, tutorials. My order of business is going to be showing you all the Titans in their full glory on Tuesday. I'll be showing you the ending of ARK, so spoilers, don't watch my channel that day, and a bunch of other stuff. Hit this video up with a like. I will see you right back soon. Don't forget to go and check out the charity. I'll leave the link down below so you can go donate too. Bye bye.